I am absolutely beyond excited. This arrived today. I only ordered it yesterday and I can't believe it's here. So this is my order from Tracie Fox. So yesterday, Tracie Fox launched her stamp sets and paper pad that she is making with Creative Expressions. And I just went on and ordered what I fancied. I got the email, went on and ordered, and then I watched the video. And yeah, I think if I'd watched the video, I might have spent more. But anyway, that, you know, plenty of time for ordering more. So I've ordered 2 sets. So I have literally just opened it, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to do it on camera. I'm going to give you an extra video today. And yeah, so I'm excited. So I've covered up the dresses and things, my address, Tracie's address. So I've ordered 2 stamp sets. I was very restrained. So that's my little order. And there was a lollipop. My son's already gone. Thanks, Mum. And I went, no, leave it for the video. You can have it afterwards. He's 26, I need to add. Yeah, I just wanted to show everybody what you get when you order from Tracie. I think there are other ways you can order it, but I went direct to the designer. So look, I've got a little card made by Tracie. I didn't order this set on account of the fact I don't like bugs. I love the butterflies and I loved other elements in it, but I thought, not sure if I like the bugs. But, you know, I can still make another order, and then it just says thank you, Tracie, and a little envelope, which I can reuse. That can go in my little envelope thing. And I might just put my little card up there, because that's so cute. And then we have some tissue, which we can reuse. We have cardboard we can reuse. Whether I reuse this to post something in or to make something, wait to see. So now, nice lot of tissue paper. Let's have a look. I'm so excited. It's Jez, by the way, from Nigezza Creates. Hello. How are you? So I really wasn't expecting it to come today, because I didn't ask for express delivery or anything. I just went for normal postage, which was like 3 to 5 days. And here it is. Absolutely amazing. Lovely, lovely tissue. Just might have to stamp some things on this tissue actually, because I'm gonna work with it straight away. Can't just get it out of the box. There we go. So I ordered these 2. So we've got, let's show you the front. I love Creative Expression stamps. I have quite a few. I've bought nature fill-ins and passport background. Those were the 2 I went for. I was really taken with the others, but I decided not to go completely mad and buy the lot. So I thought we'd start with them. Of course, had to be the labels, because who doesn't love Tracie labels? And I've got the fill-in. I've got, you know, loads of the digitals that I use, but what I thought would be fab about this is that they can be stamped in any colour that you want to match what you're doing, and they can be I like that, it's nice thick. That'll be repurposed as well. Yeah, so you can do them in, so this is slightly smaller than shown, the picture's smaller than what the actual is. So these can be used, let's keep it on the white so you can see, in any colour to match whatever you're doing, and you can have it on all sorts of backgrounds. So we're gonna stamp these out and make some labels. I love them. They just, well, I mean, I've got to stamp them out first, but I do love them. And then this one, I like this. I thought this would make really, really cool backgrounds. Now, they won't be kept in these sleeves. I have some other sleeves, and I'm just looking at the obstacle course to my left to take me to what I store these in, and it's not happening. So that is the stamp for this one. Love it. I love a little bit of texture and what have you for stamping. So let's get started. So my idea for that one, I'm going to do that one first, is I have these paper bags that I got off Amazon. So you will be able to find them on my Amazon shop front. There's a link down below to my Amazon shop front. Let's get this out so you can see what they are. So that's who I got them from. And these are 6x4 bags. And they open that way along the long side. When I got them, I thought they'd open that way, but they open that way. But actually, it's quite cute for, especially if you're doing a little mini journal. And I'm making a little mini journal right now. It might be too tall, but they're really cool for, you know, putting in a little journal and having little pockets. They work in big or little. And I thought, yes, cooking on gas. I thought that would be fantastic. So I am gonna just get some stamp blocks to stick these on. Right, that's them all on. Can't quite believe how many blocks I've got. Well, I can really. So let's get started. So I'm going to put some big ones over here. There. So now we've got that to work with. I'm going to bring in my little stamp mat because it needs some cushioning, and I've got my scraps. So let's find the scraps that I might stamp on. Could do some. They're quite nice. Something plain. Those ones. And then we've got those coffee paper, yeah, we'll have them for now. I have a video on sorting out my scrap box like this. I find it now much easier to work on. Right, so here is, so that's an old file folder, and that's another bit of old file folder. I think they will produce nice looking stamps. Very sort of see, that's an old file folder, very sort of vintage looking. That might actually be card, Jez. No, I know, I think it's a file folder, although it looks too new. Who knows? Oh no, it's faded that side. So let's do some in black. There we go. This ink is not as dark as I thought it might be. It is the first time using it, so it may be that reason. So it's a little bit better second time round. Right, let's see if third time's a charm. I might actually, I bought VersaFine, which I haven't much used. Let's see if this one's better. Well, it's certainly going on better. Oh, yes. That's fantastic. Love it. Right. Fantastic. Look at it. Right, let's stick a couple of these in that little bit there. Right, so I just continued to try out every single stamp using different bits of paper. So that one's file folder, and then I go through and find some different. I've got avocado dough paper. I've got some that I just grunged up with ink and water, like that bit there. I've got a bit of tea dyed. So I'm just stamping all the various label stamps on this using just VersaFine. And yeah, I just love how they all turned out. It's brilliant stamps. They stamp brilliantly. I had used some Tim Holtz ink, the archival ink. I don't know if I bought a bad batch, but the ink's not very wet, and it's just not stamping well. So I'm sticking with the VersaFine here, and it's absolutely marvellous, and I'm just loving it, getting this wonderful collection of labels. Love them. Right, I am going to clean all these stamps, and then I want to do some in different colours. Okay, so I cleaned stamps, and I've put this one on my big block, and I tried it with the VersaFine and it stamped so much better. So I don't know if it was the fault of these inks or my stamp positioning pool. I don't know. Anyway, it went loads better. So I think I might put the stamp positioning tool bit at the end so you can see what trouble I had, and just show, because I don't want to give the wrong impression about these stamps because they're superb. So why would I show you lesser quality? That was what I was thinking. Anyway, I cut these out as well and I just love them. They're just this stamped out with punched out rather. I've got a 2 3/8 punch, and that was perfect for cutting these out. These circles probably need a 7/8 circle punch, which I don't have. Got a 1-inch one there and it gives you a border. Didn't mind that. On that I might sort of like put black around the edge, and I think that would be okay, but the others I cut out. Found as well what you find with what I find with thinner paper is the punches don't like it, so I had to put another piece of paper in with it. So I'm just going around the edge of that, so it's like got a double edge. So if you have got a 1-inch punch like me, that's quite a cool look. Put it on another, and you can then see that there is like a black circle around the edge. So that's a really nice look actually, Jez. I like it. And everything else cut really well. It's really simple with a pair of scissors, a nice sharp blade, and these cut out really easily. I love these ones on file folders. I've got loads of other things like that I could use. I love my grungy paper, and I do love the way that that crease bit. And of course now I've got these, I can add other bits to. So yeah, love them. So these can just go already into my little pot of stamped labels. I've actually got a pot, and it's actually says my stamped labels. So they're brilliant. My bags are brilliant. So I'm just going to shove them in there for now because I want to do ones of different colours. So I've picked out my favourite colours that I kind of like using. Soft suede, these are all Stampin' Up. Soft suede, garden green, cherry cobbler, pebble path, misty moonlight, might change it to night navy, and early espresso. I've still got VersaFine there, which I might use, but I'm going to shove you out of the way for now. So I've brought a pad because sometimes that's better. It gives you the cushioning required. So I'm going to do this one again. And I might try my soft suede because I wanted something with a bit of a brown effect. So let's do this as the just to show that it does stamp really well. Because I didn't have much luck first time, and I have since had a lot of luck. Now sometimes I need to re-ink these, and I'm not sure when I last re-inked it. So now I've got my grid mat. I'm just gonna line it up there, and that number tells me it goes up that way. So sort of lining it up about there. Let's have a little look-see at that. There we are. Yeah, love it. So that's stamped really well. Really like that. Very cool. I think, well, I'll do it that way up, because I think I stamped these upside down. Yeah. I like. So I'm going to do it to the side. There we are. Yeah. So that's worked really, really well. I'm very happy with how that's turned out. Very happy indeed. So that's worked. Shall I do one with a different colour? There we go. Going with cherry cobbler. I love this red. It's not red. It's like it's like a vintage red, I think. And this will stain it in a more red way, because red inks always stain things. But as I say, with the staining, it enables you to see, because until I add ink on it, I didn't realise about looking at that number there in the corner. Done for moving that chest. Let's have a nice red one. What we got there? Oh, look at that. She pretty. Like that. So it's a little bit wet still, but that's okay. Leave it down there. And I could stamp a different colour on it, but I'm not going to. I could do, but I'm not going to. There we go. There we are. She's pretty. So I'll stick that there like that. Give this a little wipe down. Stamps. Right. So shall we do some of these? Right. So what have we got written on these? Botanical collection, museum collection, stamp inside box, and that could have a bit of writing on. I don't know, Jez. Now you're thinking about it. Stop thinking about it and just do it. Let's have some blue. Right. I'm going to do this because we've got writing there, and let's do it so it ends up with writing. Inside it. Yeah. Got bits of writing over it, that's what I wanted. Let's do all of these. Let's do you across there. And I think they'll look right nice cut out. I'm going to save that and do some red on there. Right, let's have... Right, I want to do... Because I want to cut this so it's like a... tag. Because this is a bit stronger. There we go. Like that. Might do another. And might do these two. Oh, got a bit of picked up some scraps from my desk from cutting out the little corner bits. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a circle. Will you fit there? Just about. There we are. Like. So let's change to a different colour. Right, so we're going to change to red, and I do like the idea of red with this avocado dyed paper. Yes. Yep, that's very cool. Quite fancy that one in blue. I'm going to put it to one side and maybe in the brown. Now that one managed to get ink all the way around it, but it shouldn't come out, and it doesn't. So you see how the ink's covered the back of that stamp, but it hasn't come out. That's because it's raised so well, as the stamp should be, that it's not a problem. So I like the circle ones. And I do like filed. And you would use a red one for filed, I think, because it shows you you've had a bit of work in. Yeah, filed. Done. 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 Used to love that, playing post offices when I was a child. Great. So I think I want to do some red on here. And I think I'm going to use this one. No, I'm going to use that one, Jess. Yeah. Going over there. Yeah. Very cool. Like that. Let's get another one. Yeah. Like that, because it's as if the writing's on it. It'll look better when it's cut out. Got to go with me. And then we'll put that one there. Hopefully I haven't. Oh, I've gone over that one a little bit. It's okay. We'll work with that, because I can cut the inner one of that out. That will be fine. So we've got a little bit of signage on that, and it may well be signed like not perfect back in the day, mightn't it? It really might have. Stick that there. Right, I'm going to change up colour. So I'm making like a really good use of the space in the scraps. Right, let's give these all a clean again. Right, now you can see they're all pink, and yeah, that's just what happens. So we're going to go for some espresso stamps. Nice dark brown here. I love it. Do some ones that haven't been done. Like that one. Oh, you're so pretty. Try this one. Yes. I like you. I like you a lot. I do love the big circle one, so we're having another big circle there. Love. Right, so we've done that. I think a bit of brown on pink is a good idea as well. We haven't done green yet, Jess. Oh no. Yes, yes, yes. Right, let's change up to some green ones. Oh, that's quite light. It might be that this needs re-inking. That's all right. Probably does need re-inking, Jess. Probably does. Right, let's have one of them. Let's do a couple of these lilies. Fill in the space. Oh yeah, like that. Right, let's fill in that bit of space then with this one, and then we've done all the colours, haven't we? So I've got one there, got Room for something in there? Nothing that's cleaned yet. Oh, I don't think that's going to go in there. Now that's why I like stamps that you can see through, because if this wasn't a see-through stamp, no way that could have got there. No way at all. Right, let's stick it there. Yep. And then can we stick that one in there? There, just maybe a little bit. That could have done with being up there a little bit. That's fine. Right, so that's that. I'm gonna clean all these, cut them out, and then let's create something that's not just stamping and label. Okay, so I cut them all out. I've cleaned all the stamps. I've had a little play. So I got out another Tracie Fox kit. Well, not this kit, but another Tracie Fox thing. So I've got peeled paint ephemera, and I tea dyed it. I did this ages ago, and I got this because I thought these are just fabulous to have. You know, when you want to tag base, and that was my idea of having these in the background. So I cut a few up. I thought I could use these, and I thought it's quite apt to use Tracie Fox with, you know, Tracie Fox digitals with the Tracie Fox stamp sets. That was my thought. So I want to show you. So there was these two butterflies on the page, and I fussy cut that one out, and that's okay. And then this one was much bigger, so I have a butterfly punch here, and I just punched the butterfly out in the middle to make a smaller butterfly. And how cool is that? I liked that. I thought that was good because I thought this one was a bit big. So yeah, I'll jump that now. So I've taken one of the bags and folded it in half, and I cut down these tags. So I've done a bit of prep because it's going on, this video. So I thought that works well in there. So that was where I was going, and I thought on the inside I might use some of these because these are made of card, and I thought that would look nice across it, and I can just sort of create a bit of a tuck in the front, and then I thought I might just put a little circle on the bottom as a stopper. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anyway, yeah, I may well change my mind. And I took a bit of vellum and I stamped on this vellum, and it takes ages to dry. I mean, it might be because it was VersaFine, I don't know, but it took ages to dry, so there's a bit of it's got smudged, but it doesn't matter. And I've gone over it with some blending ink. That's how that got smudged, because I went over it with a blending brush. Anyway, I thought I might use a bit of that on them. That was where I was going with that. So I just wanted a little bit something in the background, so I'm just gonna rip around this. This was just a little scrap. Well, it's not a little scrap, it's quite a sizable scrap, really, Jez. Do I want to go that way or that way? Let me be that way. Just rip it off. There are more scraps. Endless scraps, because you make them all the time. So we're not going too far with those scraps, because I might decide I want to use them. So let's just take the edges off. And you know, I thought, when I ripped this open this morning and started playing, I thought, oh, that'll be a nice little quick, easy project. And I've just, well, I did stop for lunch, and I've been out for a run. And because I've got a charity run on Saturday. And yeah, so yeah, just time's slipping away. I actually think I actually wish I'd done this lighter. If I'm honest, done it with one of the browns, but you know, you didn't, Jez, and that's just the way it is. Right, so we've got that, bit of that, bit of a label, got a bit of a sample, and on there, is that too, that's too much, I think just a wee bit like that. And actually there's a bit of me that thinks maybe I could put it backwards. Let's have a little look. Oh, I just had another thought. Oh, instead of having the vellum, I could just actually stamp directly, directly onto this itself. Although I think it goes a little bit more transparent, translucent, when it's got glue on it. There, just stick that on there like that. I think that works, Jez. I think I'd go with that. Okay then, that's what I'll do. I was able to look over lunchtime. After lunch I sort of looked, and there's things like there's quite a few of us, I think it's mainly us UK based people that ordered directly with Tracie. I mean, why would you not order directly from Tracie if you could? I think quite a few of us have got our orders today, so that's fab. And yes, lots of people were sharing it. Right, I'm going to use glue stick because I can completely cover that, and I am going to go just a little bit around the edge, just a little few dots here and there where there's like black bits, so it won't see. Because the thing with vellum is you can see the glue through, but I'm hoping there's so much going on that you might not see. You might not see it. So let's do that. Stick that down on there, like so. Where's my little spreader? We use this. Give it a good old burnish. The glue stick is more likely to stick, so rub it on the back. Yeah, that's grand. And then we'll just, oh, I had to stick a post-it note on it so that I could poke it in the punch. Right, let's, now normally, so when I would normally want to stick this butterfly so that the wings came up. It's going in a pocket, so I actually want it to be flat down. So that's what we're doing. Stick it down there. And I have got on the back of this, I've got an antennae. So let's put the antennae on the butterfly. There we go. Fabulous. Right, and then we're sticking this little sample down. Oh. And what I want to do is bring that wing up a tad, just a little bit. I want to go there. make it straight up to there. There. I like you. That's what I've done. And I want a little bit of this, a little bit of this on the back. I might go with this because it's, as we've already proved, don't come out very dark. So stick you around, and we'll just do a bit of that. Yeah, bit of that. So we've just got not much of this has come out, but yeah, that'll do. Another way of using stamps. So yeah, like that. Now I can see there that ink is still wet. There, mopped up a bit of it. So we need to do something to the top, but we'll do this one whilst we're waiting. So similar thing. What I might do on this one is maybe put a label behind. So I've got that one that actually ripped because the paper was too thin for the punch, so it ripped, because this will only be ordinary copy of paper, and punches really don't like ordinary copy of paper. So we have that there, and that there. Do I want that one? I should have something different. It's actually the same one, Jez. We just picked out a different colour version of it. Oh, I might do protected specimen. It's got green on it, which goes with that. Right. Might like that. Something a bit different. So they're not both the same. Might have a bit more ink in that, Jez. And I might have a bit of writing on that label. So let's get a bit of writing on that label. So let's go and put a bit of ink on there. And then let's take this and we'll just do that. Look at that. Love it. And I might put a little bit of, right, I've got them two stamps there. Oh, do you know? And let's get up there. Yep, just see them a little bit there. Great. Go in there, you can't see them at all, but you know, I know I've done it. I can see it a little bit poking through there. Or should I do it onto the side? Yeah, you see a bit better. Yeah. Do that. I think those little links are rubbish. That is what the conclusion I'm coming to is. They are rubbish. Just gonna total rubbish. Gonna do a bit of this. it. Love it. So glue this down. So this, I'm not even thinking, I'm particularly got journal in mind, although I am making sort of a woodland journal. So these could go in, except actually they're too big, Jez. This size would be all right though. Go in it, stick you down. So I think some of these labels are going to appear in my woodland journal that I'm currently working on. This avocado dyed paper was actually music on the other side, which I hadn't realised. Of it, and then we want our antlers. Antlers. What Kayla Stonelli calls them, doesn't she? Antennae. There we go. So we've got them, which will. So, oh, you haven't seen that one up close. So there we go. So we'll pop them in that pocket there. They need a bit coming out the top. I'll do that in a sec. So what I was thinking was putting a bit of this on this side. I'm gonna put that on there where it says stamp inside the box. I'm gonna stick that inside the box. I like the colour contrast that we're getting with layering these up. And we're covering over that box, so it looks like this is the box that it's meaning. So I could have that if I glued it on 3 sides, then that could go in. Oh, but we've got a problem there with that's the lift up of the bag, so that would make it a little bit tall. I think that's when I was thinking about it, I went for a little side tuck. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Have a little side tuck. So I'm going to glue about 1/3 of the way in. Leave that to dry a bit. And then I wanted one on the other side, and I was going to go with that one. So you need a little bit of stamping on here. Me thinking, so I could do that again. Right, I might. There's no might, Jez. I am gonna try and do that number. Hadn't realised that this had something on the back. There we go. So we've got that number there, like it. And then I'm just gonna go in like that. There. You'll do me. Well, do that, and we'll just go down the edge. There we are. So we've got 2 side tucks that are quite different from each other. There we go. So we're going to have one of them in there. I had already inked around them, and that one in there, but you're not quite dry. So I wanted to have something for a stopper, so I could stick that down there, and that would be a stopper, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Do I want the same? Do I want the same? No, I don't think so. So maybe I'll put that down there and that one down there. And then we're going to decorate the tags. What are we decorating them with? They're all right enough. A little butterfly. Now, got little butterflies in here, I think. Oh, I've got some more Tracie Fox stuff. Well, what do you know? What do you know? I think these are a bit big. Got a toadstool. That could be a specimen. Got another toadstool. They're far too big. Right. I had no idea I was going to open that up and it would be a load of Tracie Fox ephemera. Got a little number. Right, we've got a few bits here of Tracie ephemera from different things that we could play around with. Let's get those antennae off. So, not sure I want that butterfly. Now we could have a toadstool with a butterfly. Yeah. And then some labels. Did I do any smaller ones? That's the ones I'm thinking I'm going for. So we'll just do a quick ink around everything. There we are. So that's how I've decided I'm going to do it. I left this on Wednesday and it's now Friday morning and I'm coming back to it. Yeah, so I'm just going to stick these in down and then I just need to stick these things down and add bits to the top. So I'm going to do that sort of quite quickly. Well, she says, oh, I better put my glasses on. That'll be, you know, when you guess what, you know, if you have a tray of stuff and then you remove something and people got to guess what it is. That was a bit of that really, because I don't think that was there when I left. So that's them done. Right, we've got the antennae. Can't see where my ink is now. There it is. So I'm just gonna stamp that in. I'm gonna stamp off, I think. So I don't want it quite that dark. Yeah. There we go. That'll do. So stick you back on so I don't lose you. That is my tags done. So I'm just gonna stick some things in the top. Oh, I was gonna stick them down. Right, let's do that first. So you're gonna go in there. I don't know where you arrived from. So I did it so each of the butterflies were on the opposite edge to where the label was so they'd be seen. So we're going to put you down there to be a stopper so they don't fall out. So we're going to put glue. I'm going to put glue just down the bottom. Same on the other side. These are a bit thicker. That's card, and that's obviously file folder card. Wouldn't do it with copier paper. So leave them to dry. So now we're going to do the tops, and I'm just thinking about what I want in them. So I'm going to give myself some thought about that. Right, so I've had a little play and I've done one of each, so I can be quicker in showing you. So I made some really small hole reinforcer there, and then just added a bit of twine, and I think that finishes that one off nicely. So we'll do the same with that one, and then on the back here added a little cluster, and then for this one I used a bigger hole reinforcer and just put a bit of cheesecloth and tied the twine with a bow for that one. This one hasn't got any of this on the back, so I need to rectify that, so I'll do that when I do the other. And then the cluster, I just used a bit of vellum and a couple of labels, and I'm gonna stick that on there, just so, because if this is going to be like a page in a journal, I just wanted it decorated. It got a bit of the tag peeping out the top, which is nice as well, and I just think that'll look lovely. And then that side will look like that with the tag in it. I'm just so excited. So let's get on. So I think I might do a little voiceover for this bit because I've only got about 10 minutes left. So the first thing I needed to do was to make my hole reinforcers. So that's just a bit of card I've got that happened to be on my desk. So making the smallest hole with the crop dart, and then I add a tiny, tiny circle. Yeah, that's what I used to make some tiny hole reinforcers for those small tags there. The other tag, bit bigger, so I did like normal sized hole. And I have some die cut hole reinforcers there in that little tin that I sort of sat and mass cut once. And yeah, I do that periodically until I run out. And then that is the hole reinforcers. On the there I'm just doing a cluster, so it's a bit of vellum, and I'm just putting glue stick around it all, and then a bit of collage there just in the centre bit where you're not going to see, because you do kind of end up seeing glue through vellum, although not really on that one because it's so grungy you probably wouldn't notice, and if you did it wouldn't matter. And there, so I'm just making a little cluster, and you can see how wonderful all these labels put together make such a lovely cluster. So then that's just a bit of twine that I'm doubling over to go through so that the little tie in the top is a bit fuller. I felt a single thread wouldn't be enough. And then on the bigger one I've got a bit of cheesecloth there, which I'm just going to poke in and then tie a little bow with the twine. I do like that look. It is a bit of something I do. So in order to get that bow right, you do the knot at 90 degrees to where you want the bow loops to lie, and then it works. And that is that, and we'll just trim those down, and we'll just do a little bit of stamping there on the back of that one because I somehow forgot. Do love using this stamp for doing that sort of bit of random stamping. So that is it, all done. Just pop them back in. So there we have it, my first play with these wonderful stamp sets from Tracie Fox, and look what I've made. So I've got oodles, they're all over the place, oodles and oodles of labels, which are just going to be fantastic. And I can see myself going and buying the other sets. I did actually go on this morning, whilst I was drinking my coffee, and had a little skeg, because there's lots of numbers and words and things that actually you could stamp inside these in different colours, and it was just like, yeah, I maybe need to do that. But these are just fantastic. I do actually have other stamps that you could do that with, so I did that. And then I've got these lovely bags, which would be great just as they are, without any additions in a journal. Absolutely fantastic. Or just use them as gift bags. If you're sending happy mail, you could pop it in one of these bags and give to someone. They're just so pretty. And then move these out the way so we can have a proper look at my big make. So the idea is that this will go in a journal, in a page like that, and that would be the other side, and then you would open it out and you'd have another page behind it. So that's my thoughts. And then we added a tag on each side, decorated it up with some Tracie digitals, and the actual stamp, the actual tag base is a Tracie digital as well. And there I did a bit of layering up with two of the labels, and then on the other side I made a little cluster. I stamped on vellum, and in here we have some more Tracie digitals and the stamped and stamped out stuff there on this one. So that's me make. I just love them. So if you're not in the UK, I think there are the availability of buying these stamps from other places in other parts of the world. You might have to wait a little bit and not get them as quick as we have, but yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. They are absolutely fantastic. Well done, Tracie. Amazing. Can't wait to see what your next one is. Love it. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye now.